Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Sekou Kenneth. As always, I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. And I want to encourage you to share the show. We have a lot going on today. Uh, we are hearing accusation and counter accusations in Liberia, so we are wondering as to who is actually telling the truth. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us. Share the show. Let's get the thing started right away. Share the show, everybody. Let's do this.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We're talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us care and the promise of them. So welcome my life with African.
I lyrical
Master.
Clay Paris will make you again SKTV venue. Say my journey, Tina can ask my yamu. And yes, I know money. And I know. And you love
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving a real and I promise my best. To work with my life with Africa. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chide, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Backwalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We're talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us care and the promise of them. So welcome my life with African.
I lyrical
Master.
Clay Paris will make you again SKTV venue. Say my journey, Tina can ask my yamu. And yes, I know money. And I know. And you love
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I wanna play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the baby, and I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
SKTV the best in Liberia. SKTV the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the low power and grand
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We started for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and outside of the club. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandpa's and Nima to Lufa, from Riverside to Raji to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Kidman, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonkan to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
SKTV, the best in Liberia, in Africa, and around the world. I want to encourage all of you to share the show. It's very important. We are waiting to get connected to our colleagues in Liberia. Let me take this time to recognize a few of you. Elijah K. Colley, welcome to SKTV. James David. Richie N. Flomo, welcome to SKTV. Chuje Onewell, welcome to SKTV. Mustafa Bailo, Justin Jane, welcome to SKTV. Jimmy Dennis, Tavis Bashul, welcome to SKTV. Like I said, we are waiting to get connected with our friends, our colleagues back in Liberia. It looks like Melbourne is already here. Let's get him.
So, my colleague, thanks to all of you for holding on. Thanks to everyone. Indeed, I'm now receiving signal from my team. So, Sekou is well suited. Yeah, he's seated behind that. Is that the
executive marshal behind me?
Sekou, what's up, Chief? What's up? What going on?
Yeah, I decided to put the executive marshal behind me as to what to be checking as to what is going on in Liberia. What's going on in the executive mansion? What's going on at the...
Yeah, because how come I'm seeing the executive mansion? In fact, you even got me afraid as to whether is another person, maybe not the president.
Let me say now, right in front of the mansion.
No, I don't go to the president often like that.
Yeah, I just to ask them questions to who is telling the truth. What's going on, man? What's going on, Mabel? How you doing? And what are the trending informations right now? What's going on in the country? Are you okay?
Well, so thank God again. I'm doing great. Thank God for life and everything is okay from us here back home, especially when it comes to the issue of stability. Let me say that because sometimes it's a thing that someone will say we are okay. People will be thinking, we know that sometimes there are some economic issue, there are some other issue, but when it comes to stability, indeed, we are great as people. So again, yes, we are doing great and we are okay. When it comes to all of the latest news and happening, yes, indeed, are you sure? It's always in the capital city that there were some of the major news always coming from. Because if, for example, you Sekou, when you come down and maybe do your own tour and go down or maybe to the lower counties, you will understand that politics is all in the heart of the city. Everything that we are discussing is always here for the city. So sometimes when you go up into a place, you say, we don't care, we're making our fun, we don't want to know how to put it. Try imagine so the people see life as something that they are used to. So again, today, the president of the Republic of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Yomambwaka, on today dedicates the 14th Saki Court complex worth over $1.6 million project in Riverside County or Sessa City. Yes, as you may be aware, that project started on the former government headed by President George Manawia, and we are also getting information that project was also done through the government of President George Manawia, or former president. So indeed, today government is continuity. So the president dedicate the complex. I mean, Riverside County now had a 14 circuit court which of course where they will be going to do all of their process when it comes to court proceeding and so forth. So, and there must be action also to that. We are getting report that there were some recognition that were given to the former president, President George Manawia, pertaining to that project that indeed he was the one that did the project. But again, after all of the descriptions of recognition that have been placed on the world, we are also getting information that the entire thing have been of script out of the world based on maybe some hurricane telling maybe informing those who in charge to remove that thing that been placed on the wall, recognizing how the project came about and how everything happened, and who the chief engineer behind the project, and who also that make the project to come to reality. So yes, indeed, there must be action to that. Liberians are saying that no matter who do the project or not, government is continuity. So let credit be given to whosoever person that may have done the project or that have been doing the project. Even if the project finished, maybe in the current government also we should be able to give recognition to the past government. So indeed, apart from that, also the issue of accountability still continue as we are still waiting to hear from the lower house headed by Councillor Fonanti Kofa about the committee that in fact have been set up. We are here to get the committee as to how far they go now when it comes to the audit or to ascertain of the information about the budget that been tampered with. So there must be action to that. Also, Liberians are also waiting, they are waiting to hear news about that also. So yes, as we go along, these are some of the happening, and the justice chambers or compare government to file in response to suspended CBA governors Talu's petitions that still ongoing. So that tells you that there's heavily rim and roll, some would say, between this.
Maybe thank you so much. But did Talu make it to work? Did he make it to work today?
No, I haven't seen anything like that. As far as we are concerned, I haven't getting any information on that as to whether he resume work or not. But I think as far as we are concerned, he stay out. That maybe he's either he working for his home or someone will say maybe he working elsewhere. But again, one of his deputy, Madam Pearson, also resigned, and the government notified her resignation, accept her resignation. And yes, indeed. So again, she were healed. She were healed, but the past and the current government officials also, for what reason we don't know. But again, yes, the government is out as we speak.
All right. I want to encourage everybody to share the show. The conversation is just getting started. We have a lot going on. Um, the information we are getting regarding the budget, the $20 million that is reportedly missing, there are allegations, accusations, and counter accusations as to who made the changes, in the budget. Um, whether the changes were made after the approval of the president, whether it was made by the Ministry of Finance or it was made by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So there is a conflicting information, everybody pointing fingers. But then there are other people who are also saying that whatever changes happened, it was done with the acquiescence of key members of the Liberian Senate and some representative. But yesterday there was allegation made here regarding some lawmakers involving sharing money among themselves, talking about leadership at the leadership level. So SKTV tried to dig deeper as to what really happened. Oh, there, Umayyad, Jiba Talawayon, Jiba, whatever, Jiba or Jaba. I thought he used to be some kind of, older and mature person, but I didn't know when tribalism kicked in, somebody tribalism and sectionalism kicked in, somebody can lose their senses and sense of reasoning and responsibility. Nobody ever talk about JNB, death here. If you want JNB to die, they just tell us. Maybe you know something that we don't know. But nobody is talking about JNB death here. You like it or you don't like it, you will see SKTV. You can stand us, but you can stay away at the same time. Unfortunately. Yeah, you old and I had a lot of respect for you, but I didn't know you were this kind of, you know, immature and absent-minded, in your communication. Let's get Muna on here. Muna, welcome. How you doing? Muna, are you there? Can you hear me? Oh, this is Seku. I think it's Muna. Yeah, so now when we got the information yesterday, we tried to go behind the scene to dig up. Muna, how you doing?
I'm okay, Mr. Ghani. How you doing?
Good. How is Dredu? How's Granji there? And how's Liberia
Oh,
from your
Grange
end?
is cool. Yeah, Grange is okay. Everything going on smoothly.
Yeah, so, you know, we have some stuff going on. Personally, I'm not even supposed to come on today because I have a whole lot going on. A whole lot. Also, the challenges we are fixing before I dive into the conversation, some of the challenges we are facing as SKTV, we are not doing well with our people supporting us lately. And for some reason, we've been going very low. And right now, we are behind, to be honest. We are behind, and we got to step it up. Despite I have my own issue going on, for me to take care of that and then also continue to take care of the responsibility for everything we do is a little bit tough for me. And we have to raise about 1,500 towards our radio project. But if we can even get our regular monthly operating costs, how are we going to instantly, raise 1,500? We'll talk about it down the line on the show, but we want to encourage all our people to to continue to support SKTV before we, but we're going to continue with the show. So yesterday, when Yeke Koluba and others, and then another lawmaker, Gizi Colley, Representative Gizi Colley from Lofa County, both him and Yeke Koluba alleged yesterday that they were, aware of money, laundering, or people sharing money among themselves, wherein the Speaker of the House was called to ask him that he was informed that he will be getting $1 million as his cut, so he can talk with some of you guys. The Speaker said, I don't want to be part of that. So we tried to find out who were the people that making the calls. So we went deeper and we found out that there are certain people in the rescue, family, especially the leadership in the Senate. There were some names called that they were part of it. They were the one that actually made the call. The particular person who placed the call to the Speaker, we're not going to tell you that, but we'll tell you some of the people who are believed to have been in there and that participated in the conversation. SKTV is informed that Senator Yomli Kanga Lawrence, Senator Darius Dillon, Senator James Barney, Senator Prince Moi were all part of the conversation, that they informed the Speaker of the House that there have been $4 million set aside to take care of the lawmakers from the leadership level. So they informed the Speaker that the Speaker was supposed to receive $1 million of that $4 million. The Speaker says he's not aware of it. I mean, he doesn't want to be a part of it. Now the question to all of you Nalalaran people, if this information is true, then what happened? Is the Speaker willing to expose those who are involved with the financial scandal? Where that $4 million came from? Who gave it to them? Who authorized them? What was this $4 million share for? And also, if this allegation cannot be proven, then what happened to Representative Yeke Koluba and Representative Gizi Colley, who came on this public platform and alleged that these lawmakers from the leadership level, that they were involved in financial scandal? Who's telling the truth? So we have tried to reach out to some of the people who were allegedly part of this conversation, to no avail. People don't want to talk. People want to remain behind the scene. But again, like I said, we are encouraging all of you to share the show. We'll be opening the line very soon today in Liberia. people are accused of butchering $4 million among themselves. At the same time, $20 million that were moved or that was moved in the budget. Somebody argued that, oh, the government through the Ministry of Finance, they have the right to move money according to the budget law if the budget is approved and they put it into handbook after being signed by the president. Once it becomes a law, time for spending that they can move certain amount based on their priorities and some emergency issues. At that point, they can maneuver and move some certain thing to, like former information minister used to call it, dig hole to cover hole. But before the, according to the information, so before the Ministry of Foreign Affairs reduced the budget to a handbook, which means that there is law now. Because what happens when the budget is initiated by the executive mansion or the executive, they send it as draft budget to the legislature. They will look at it, they will review it, they will add or subtract, and both houses will concur, to agree with it, and then they will send it back to the president before the president can sign it. And the president, when the president sign it now, then the president will send it to the Ministry of Information, Ministry of Foreign Affairs to put it in handbook. So, who changed the figure? Who's telling the truth? SKTV was informed that they are pointing finger at each other. That the Ministry of Finance is saying that they didn't do anything. It was done by the Foreign Affairs. Foreign Affairs is not their area to change anything in the budget. They are responsible just to put it in the handbook. Just the same way they can fix your passport and give it to you. They can't add anything to your name, to your birthday, whatever. And they didn't add anything on the budget. So who's telling the truth? Who's telling the truth? Some are saying, because they moved the money from here and there, saying they have been eating the money here, no crime committed. Others are saying no. The intent, the fact that you move money, because the reason why budgets are itemized, with special line items and with special amount, it is for people to understand why you are spending the Liberian people money. If $1 is supposed to be spending on Ministry of Information, they know exactly $1 going to Ministry of Information. But then if you take 1 cent or 2 cents from that and put it to Ministry of Education, you got to explain to why you did that. But again, it seems like nobody is honest in Liberia. A lot of people lie. Almost all of the people in leadership, they can get angry at each other for somebody telling the truth or somebody talking about what happened behind the scene. So my question to the Liberian people now, who can we trust? Who is telling the truth? Is there the Ministry of Finance that actually made the changes? Or was there the Ministry of Foreign Affairs? Or Joseph Barker is the one that actually did it after when it was sent back to him before? Because after they sent the initial budget, the draft budget, the legislature put their stuff on it. concur with it and send it to the black guy, receive it first. He will now send it to the, to other entity of his cabinet as to, what to do with it. But now, the budget now has been compromised. Nobody want to take responsibility as to who actually made the changes, that moved money up to 20 million. And they did it so smartly, thinking that, they will not be caught. But again, Mong, welcome. How you doing?
What's up, guys? Another day. I'm back this week. Been so busy. It's not 100% yet, but at least I think I will have time to be here this week. But I'm doing great. Thank God for life. Thank
Yeah.
God we are above the surface. We are not below. Every day is a
So
blessing.
that's great. That's the best thing. So Mong, thanks for coming. I was talking with Chairman Yato and some other people. We've been actually slacking in our responsibility in terms of taking care of stuff back home, and we are behind. So we're talking about raising 1,500. We've been going very slow lately,
For sure.
and Chairman Yato even said that you're going to be coming on, you're going to be making some contribution, and also encourage other people. But whatever we can do, I think our people need to be steadfast and put the interests of the country first, because we're going to educate our people. We're going to do whatever we need to do to keep them informed. I want to make sure we maintain our responsibility and do what is right for the people. But yesterday, since you and I here, oh, you were here when
Yeah, I came late on the show when the
okay, you were
chairman.
here yesterday when they accused that when they alleged that there was the conversation, that happened involving the Speaker of the House about some $4 million that was set aside to be shared among the legislature, and the Speaker was told that he will be receiving $1 million US dollar, 1 million United States dollar, when he
Yeah,
said
that's
no, you
common.
don't.
That's common practice.
So SKTV confirmed the information that the conversation actually took place, and people that were privileged to the conversation, that Senators Yombly Kanga Lawrence, Dillon, James Barney, and Prince Moy. So if this is fact, Monk, what do you think? Should happen. The speaker should come public with this, or Yombly should be asked as to what really happened, who provided the money, what was the money shared, and what was the money about? I mean, that's a lot of money. $4 million.
Yep.
That's
4
a
million.
lot of money.
Yep.
So yeah. So do you think we should ask our people in Liberia, to share who they think is telling the truth here, or,
Yeah.
everybody can be lying? Somebody got to be telling the truth.
Yeah. Only one person can be saying the truth. In the case of Liberia, you cannot have two liars at the same time. You see, yesterday when we were talking about the constitution and laws, and we don't have a system that punishes people, we don't have a country. The sooner we accept that fact, the better it is for Liberia. You see, sometimes when I say that, like, if I have my own will, I might as well shut the country down, suspend the constitution, call for a UN trusteeship or some supervised administration. That's the only way. East Africa did another interesting story today, which relating to the same issue about taking money. The thing is like a standard operating procedure. It's like business as usual. And when I wake up, when I see these guys talking about the conducting or hearing, it's almost like telling a criminal to come and investigate himself. It just looked like a play to me. It looked for it only there for entertainment purposes, because it does not make sense to see you talking about investigating corruption. Then you see a McGill in a obituary on that committee. What is seriousness to that? You know that it's a waste of time. And I told you, I said, the revelation from the Chief Justice, it tells you everything about the system. You have two criminal cartels operating like Liberia, and that's the executive and the first branch of government. Everything that they do it together. They behave like they are two separate branches, but they operate behind the scene as once. Especially when it comes to budget, when it comes to stealing from the Liberian people. Every time that how they operate. And the article, we will read an article today that Front Page Africa carry about this GAC carrying on some system audit. And they are reporting that upward of $200 million. The equivalent they get on the website was like you could build 200 kilometers of road with that same amount of money, literally linking the whole country with roads. That's why it was stolen, or that's why it had been misappropriated with no accountability. So the very same 4 million, it's just a chip from it's just a breadcrumb. We talk about the overall from I think 2018 to 2024. Can you imagine that? That is why she keep calling for a system update. No, we say audit. Because when auditor goes to conduct audit, they got different benchmark and standard they use. When you say a full audit, that's one thing. But when you tell them, say, oh, just can't investigate a system that we got here to make recommendations, and the very same system, the GAC is saying, you know what, you got stole. There are a lot of irregularities here. So whether we do the full audit or we came to assess the accounting processes or the Senate financial governance system, you stay in violation. So you don't have a country, Mr. Cannon.
So, Monk, so why is it that the United Party folks now, because Amara Kone being vocal about this whole audit thing and full financial scandal thing, the United Party people now coming up with some allegation against Amara Kone that I don't know 20 million, how many million was also missing under his leadership.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
So are they actually, trying to point to Amara Kone for the sake of transparency, or this is just to bully him to shut up?
No, to bully him to back off because they're trying to muddy the water. They know that most of their people will be held accountable as well. So, the whole thing about Amara Kone, I'm not saying Amara is a sin, but I can remember on the same social media back in the days when they accused Amara even referenced those international partners and money that were allocated, and he was proven to be right on that.
Yeah, I think that was $13 million.
$13 million for some UN.
I remember back in Minnesota when during the one of the Liberians Independence Day celebration, Amara Kone came there. Some Liberians, a group of Liberians, including Talo Kuyemba, the lady.
Yeah, the lady from Minnesota here, the lady.
Yeah. Well, right? So I was there. I was there actually when they went. But then Amara Kone came back later on and even referenced the IMF and other international donors who actually also came to his defense somehow. But if the United Party actually serious about Amara Kone being involved with any sort of corruption, why can't they just open, an investigation or, refer to the audit report that Jovia, was using to target other people when Jovia say, they're going to be recovering I don't know how many $1 million. So the audit report they were using, why Joseph Baker government can just go to that audit report holistically? That will include Amara Kone and other people, that were indicted by that audit report.
It reminds me about the Yaka Koloma situation, right, Mr. Cannon? Yeah. Where you say Yaka is a killer, Yaka is a chaser, Yaka say, okay, bring the war crimes code. But somehow the people that never held arms are afraid of the war crimes code. But the guy who was on the battlefront, who you claim to be a child soldier that committed atrocity, say, bring the war crimes code, and somehow you don't want to accept it. It's the very same thing. I think Chamability experienced the same thing as well. You say, oh, the guy stole. The guy say, okay, I stole. Let we bring the audit. We all go on the scrutiny and then see who will come all right. But somehow the people who claim that they have clean hands are the one after the audit. The same thing with Amara. Like I said, I'm not saying Amara is a sin, but I can remember vividly on the same social media platform that he was accusing. At the end of the day, he was vindicated from the accusation. So if Amara is a criminal and he won an investigation, why not embrace the investigation?
Exactly.
It just doesn't make sense. But that's the game in Liberia, the kind of it. So we want to hear from our people because I know exactly what happened, but that's my opinion. Maybe we can hear from the people back home, our folks, how they see it. But I know I've already taken my position when it comes to accountability in Liberia. It's nothing but a Tom and Jerry show. It's not going anywhere. We don't have laws on the books that give special conditions or prescription for punishment. So they believe that, almost like you take a kid to a candy store. What do you think he's going to do? He's just going to eat as much as he can, knowing fully well he will not be punished for his action. That's what happened in Liberia. So technically, you don't have a country. You just have two sophisticated money laundering organizations operating as the executive and legislative branch of government. That's all happening in Liberia, nothing else. And they will keep stealing from you forever. Nothing going to change.
Wow. So I don't know whether we should take calls now or we should wait until after the 15 minutes of news bulletin. I don't know. I'm not sure. When are you available to take calls?
If you guys ready,
All right.
you can
Open
take
the
call.
line. Open the line. Let's hear from our people. Who is telling the truth?
So
And
we're saying it too, right?
who's telling the truth? I mean, who actually? Okay, hold on 1 second. Yeah, when I go ahead and do that. Let me do some real quick.
All right, 0881-504-0776-105-105. 0881-1435-04 0776-105-105. Who is telling the truth? Liberia. Let's say, okay. Good evening.
Good evening, Matthew. Good evening to your panelists. My name is James Perry, and I join you from the People Bell.
Go ahead. Let's hear you, James.
You see, the topic under discussion. First of all, I extend my appreciation to you guys. I listened to the finance minister this morning, the IT finance minister this morning on the ERPs. He make it clear that the first thing he even showed that the legislature didn't know their functions. He said that if those guys know that there's a teacher within the budget, why they cannot call us? Why they hold to someone? Why they can't someone else? And when you look at it, the teacher was made within the executive when the printing of the budget into handle is where the teacher took place. Because I read portion of it. I don't complete everything, but it's where the teachers took place. So the IT fundamental make it clear that if the legislature don't know clearly that there was a shaming in the budget, then why they can't someone else instead of going on social media, So that is clear that there are people within the legislature playing game with themselves.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling. 0881-1435-04 0776-105-105. Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Name and calling from where? Please be audible.
My name is Eric Nestape. I'm calling from the Single Bell.
Go ahead, Eric. Let's hear you.
My brother, my sister, when you look at Liberia history, when it comes to corruption in this country, we just need to forget about corruption because people been for corruption. The next year, the government who care about corruption started looting. So tell me, so the country, we already a group of the country now. Don't forget about that people that bring foreigner like all American general to can take all the country and just rule the country for all. When the country is okay, they give out all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. 0881-1435-04 0776-105-105 0881-1435-04. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Name and calling from where? Please be audible.
I'm Sylvester calling from Puebla District.
Go ahead, Sylvester. Let's hear you.
Let me say thank you for the show, to all the panelists. The government come with four evil agenda to kill and destroy. To lie, to kill, and to steal, to kill and destroy. Like four evil agenda the government come with. So the government, they come with any good plan, they just to destroy and to steal. So anything going on in the house, anything going on in the government, they can't take it serious. They can't take it serious because they can't to play for the people. And one thing about it, they have been selecting the people to come in power and say when Greta coming in love, the people who get there, they tell Greta sit down. And the Greta will not understand that she ended in love. Anytime she know what in love. So I got the selecting.
Okay. Thank you. All right. 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. Who's telling the truth? 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah.
Name calling from where?
Yeah. John was calling from Mark B. They said number one decision system minister.
Go ahead, let's hear you, John.
You know, wow, tell the Liberian is all the way out from more President Ma Ellen talking. You know, the education in the country, I don't know. The people who educated in the country that they just putting on. Everyone they on. Everybody that just putting with the needed people who not read and write. And you must know that the people, the needed people more than the educated people. But your job can pull off. To feed your own eat. That all you're doing it to all. Yeah.
Thank you for calling, Mr. Tamar.
Yeah, great.
Thank you. Let's hear you.
He's probably right.
Yeah, sure, he's right. Partially. Good evening.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm okay. Nima calling from where?
I'm Sam Smith calling you from District 17, Masorado, the representative Virginia for bus stop.
Sam, let's hear you.
Sister, we are disappointed in our country brothers and are taking power in this country. I don't really know how the guys feel when this country, the woman that born you, then you neglect that woman for another woman, considering them to be your mother. Many to say that they will neglect this country that they work in and handle money, corrupt money, take money from you and carry elsewhere, take their family elsewhere, to take that place serious than where they were born. I don't know what kind of spirit is in God. Spirit are in them. There's one country that we have that we can never be deported from. Then you take this country to be a place that you'll be suffering the citizens of the country who will stay in line under the sun, under the rain to say, I'm going to elect somebody to represent me in government. I don't really know. Some of our prayer is, man, we want better government to take over this country one day. I think it will be better. Our money will not be going up. I will not be. Look, when you're telling us those things on the radio, we listen to you. Some people that got pressure say they want to carry that pressure high up. Because what kind of country you'll be in, your own brother then children and suffering you. Thank you for your information. Thank you for your show, man.
Thank you so much for calling.
Bye.
Who's telling the truth? 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04 0776. Hello?
Evening.
Nima calling from where?
Female journalist of the Southeast.
Retired Captain Manuel S. Dog, with the Kato. Let's hear you.
Thank you for the recognition. And let me say a good evening to all of the parents who always are following their busy schedule, coming on air to provide needed information to us as a people. I have a question to us all. Question. Cookies from the cookies. We want to know. But again, a lot of times people are discussing about the recruitment of the elected positions. I want to you people to suggest, if I may say, that I always say you people actually push issue on. There's nothing in this constitution. I believe in your mind, it can still be revisited. If only we can take that bold step and visit the constitution and do some adjustment within it, all the money share said they will come to rest. Because the people running the country of their own interest. Legislature say without legislative politics. Executive say without executive politics. It's not allowed the judiciary. The two of them coordinating, running the affairs. But the man said, pretend that you don't know. When the Bronco started to get out the street, one of us when get out of the country to say about the only thing is what permission shall be given. And that's just how they run our country.
Thank you.
So that's the key that we revisit our constitution.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling. 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. Who's telling the truth? 0881 14 35 04. Let me take this call. Good evening.
Good evening, Mona. How you doing?
I'm okay. Nima calling from where?
I'm John Mark Duet calling from my village.
Let's hear you, Mr. Duet.
Thank you, Mona, or let me say thank you to the panelists. You know, my sister, Liberia will not bail. You know what? We trust our brother, then we put them up there. At the end of the day, then they discussing bills, so and so, gozo, ganzo, all the one, then they discussing it. They told all I want to go up there, they were going to straighten everything, things were going to be on course. At the end of the day, today we not get quota. We're still suffering for. Then they will be up there. Then one time when somebody come, then they and then get together, they do different things again to get money and send their children abroad. Liberia is rich. What we can face our Liberia for Liberia to be like America. The people will not come from the place to come face Liberia. Thank you, my sister. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you so much for calling. Who's telling the truth? 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04. Who's telling the truth? Right here.
Yeah, why you wait for the next call? Isn't it interesting for just few people, couple of people to be discussing sharing 4 million among themselves while the whole country is suffering?
Like 4 million US dollars.
Yeah, $4 million. People talking about 4 million. They say that's gonna chicken change. They're gonna like a $400 you're talking about.
The people steal millions now like it's thousands.
Yeah. No, like they cannot steal million like it's 100. Because for them, 100,000, 200,000 is not even money to them. We here now struggling to even take care of our little ability there to keep our show going. The other people are sharing millions of dollars, and the other people there spending their whole day not eating. The other people can't afford to send their children to school. Hold on, a lot of time, Chairman is here. Mr. Chairman, a lot of you're not on camera today, eh? Chairman Yato? Okay. Maybe it's not available yet. When it comes, we'll bring it on. Yeah, so
give me about 10 minutes, I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. We're here. Yeah. So it is so, embarrassing. And lawmakers are coming to prove this, that they were there when the call was placed, talking about $4 million that you would give the speaker. So do you think the speaker should come out and expose the people if he didn't take the money at all? But if the speaker failed to come out and clarify, does that mean he took the money too much? Yeah.
It's possible.
But you think the speaker will be brave to come and claim if at all he didn't take the money?
Well, it's yet to be seen. We'll see what happens. But like I said, when you are expecting for a bunch of criminals to investigate and indict themselves, then it becomes laughable. Because they know there's no other procedure, there's no exit strategy that you can hold them accountable. Nothing is there. So the question is, why is the essence of all these audit? Why are the essence of all these investigation when you know that they will still walk away with impunity? When I read the article from Front Page Africa this morning concerning this whole issue of money being missing from 2018 to 2024. You know, somebody, let me give you a few of the rundown they gave. They said $2.5 million in grant was given to themselves with no policy procedure to even justify the 2.5 million. These are just about the instances I'm naming from the GAC. Then they said there were discrepancies in operational expense of 4.8 million. They stole that one. And you know what they did when they stole the 4.8 million? They allocated 4.8 million for themselves, but at the time they put it in the land item. It's almost like your man saying to the market to go back asking, then you charge your man twice. And you know you created a list. And you know you say $5, but for the same product, that's what they did. They stole additional 4.8 million. Then he said, the GSC said there was they get something they call the fiscal outing. The fiscal outing means just the set of procedure that they will use to collect certain amount of revenue and money that will be spent on the expense of the government. You know what they did? How much they stole? They stole $7.5 million from that process between the two ledger, because they get the Ministry of Finance Development or Planning out, and then they get something called the Integrated Financial Management Information System in the Senate. So when they reconcile the two budgets, they noted that $7.5 million was stolen again. Then let's listen to a second. That's why I'm telling you, they got two ways they can do it. When regular people steal or other people steal, they will say, "Oh, it's an audit." The audit find you capable, or culpable of stealing from the Liberian government. But in the case of normally in the Senate, they said no. They call this something they call it a system review. Even though it's the same audit, because when you say audit, when they accuse them of stealing, it will look like they are stealing, right? But when you say system review, it means like maybe we're making mistake here, our procedures are not right. So normally Kangana is saying that she acknowledged the funding from the GAC, but they will be able to adapt a series of financial policy and regulations. So in other words, yeah, we stole, you found out that we stole from Labrimpo, but equally so, we will just find a way to get the system to start working again. We'll fix the broken system within the Senate.
So we're not steal again. The one
yeah, so we can steal again. Yeah.
So the one we yesterday and day before yesterday, you let go, you saw on that one.
Yeah.
That one, but we all fix it down. Your poor come on in here, your keep your eyes on all, we're not doing it.
So listen to the part. It said, in response to the audit Senate, normally Kanga Lauren acknowledged the findings and recommendations. She pledged that the Liberian Senate will adopt a series of financial policies, procedure, and internal controls to enhance transparency, accountability, and overall effectiveness in the financial and governing operation. She also stated that the Senate will collaborate with the GAC and other financial institutions to develop a financial management system in line with the PFM law. We already got a PFM law, so she stole, but now she said, you know what? We will find a way to see how we can fix the system, but for now, we'll just get a pass. That's just what it means, for sure. We'll just steal and go away and walk away free.
Well, speaking of the people taking $4 million, let me recognize somebody who said $20 million. So thank you to that person. Even though we say we're raising 1,500, we wouldn't get $20 for now. Maybe down the line people will come through. But
they need to show up for this week.
Whatever that. On a serious note, it is embarrassing for us to be sitting here, people who are supposed to be holding executive accountable.
They are stealing.
We are the ones stealing the money. Then who are accountable? You're supposed to be the supervisor. You're supposed to stop me from doing certain things. But what are you supposed to stop me from doing when you are the one doing it? What are you telling me to do? You're telling me to so go ahead and take whatever you can take. So when we got back on the radio, we'll continue this conversation, but it's embarrassing.
It's more than embarrassing.
But
Mr. Kane.
Yeah.
You know that this government, right? If their government know that they were coming in power to carry on stealing, what are they auditing? Why?
That's an interpoint gorilla in the room.
Remember when the whole auditing thing started, and I was what I said the last time?
Then why are they auditing?
Yeah.
Because they are carrying massive corruption, and why are they auditing people? Because they want to set precedents.
Yeah.
Because I think want to set precedents.
They say the imam there in Pakistan, they can say, do as I say, don't do like I do.
Are you serious? 4 million?
Yeah.
And I guess one instance we're talking
And,
about.
and this is just one,
Yeah.
this is a trip in a bucket or in the ocean.
The GSC finance came out with more than $200 million within that period from 2018 to 2024. And like I said, what I just mentioned were just few of the instances, whether it was 2.5 million, one of them was 7.5 million, one of them was 11 point something million. So these guys are stealing millions, like it's thousands. So
And
I guess by the time,
then around the same period too.
Yep.
The legislature alone, the leadership, the
Yep.
same way they sharing $4 million money themselves, they also mismanaged $285 million.
can you imagine that within 6 years?
Hey, God, how can we have a country?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, the common people, no road, no farm from farm to market, nothing, no food to send their children, to school, no money for school fee,
Yep.
no food for them to eat tomorrow. Mama going to the market, whatever profit they made today, they want to buy food, they can't cook for
the day.
Now knowing what they're going to have tomorrow. Tomorrow again, they gotta go. Papa going out, coming home with empty hand. But yet, people, the irony about this thing is those people who are in Liberia
Yes.
that are actually defending criminals for their act and even insulting or attacking people who are holding them accountable. How are we going to progress as a country? So,
I'm not
yes.
cutting you off. I put something in the chat room. I want you to show our audience the present condition of the Ministry of Finance Development or Planning Building. The people that are stealing millions away from you. Just see where they work. I put a picture there. Just look at it. Show it for our audience so they can see what we're talking about here. These are people that steal millions, hundreds of $1 million from you with no accountability. Look where they work. Just look at the building.
Let me try to add it to this one so we can share our people. Say your very fast with screenshot while Tony you must take the screenshot. Yeah, because some of that if you make mistakes, you show your phone with screenshot.
They're not just a regular ministry. There's the Ministry of Finance Development or Planning. The people who control the budget, revenue, and everything. The fiscal policy of the country. Look at where they work. Look at the building. Man, like bro, man, we ain't got a country, man.
Hold on. More thing what you sent to me, so that look like that Ministry of Finance here?
Yeah, that's the back side, the back end of the building. You can't believe it, right? Put on the screen.
It look like the place that they already been, demolished.
Yeah, get us some rundown building, like some abandoned building, but that's where they work.
Abandoned building, but the people work there.
You see the but they work. What you do work?
The place look like Zogo headquarters.
I don't want, right?
Yeah, they're looking at a real Zogo headquarters.
What?
with a kind of expand make it wild.
Wow.
You see the motor on the building.
Maybe you lie. Real Zogo headquarters.
Yeah.
Ministry
of Finance Development.
What?
I made a lot of you can see it now.
Yeah, you can see it. I think people can see it clear. They can't even pin their own building.
Hold on.
That building is.
So the other part here, that one.
The building is not painted.
That's the finance ministry.
But what they can put some money in it?
As development planning.
Yeah, how you going to develop with development planning? Development planning looking at it.
That's the money house over there. The people that stealing millions of dollars from you.
How they going to already develop? Look at the building.
So even if you want to bring some investors and maybe they are coming to see your office, is it the kind of office they want to see? Today that was joking.
Maybe they'll be asking questions. Is this the finance ministry here? They'll be asking.
So your way. So more, what I want to know, okay, the way you get the place you get I don't know the TV antenna.
Yeah, that's a booster.
Okay, that's okay.
So
Yeah, no, that was gonna thing on it, so that dirt. Or that really, or it was really they don't clean it, or they just the pin fill. What is it? I don't
I
even
really
understand.
don't know. It looks like more.
Is
You
that the
remember?
whole building? We
You
have
remember when
renovation.
they
The
when
whole
they
building.
The
you
one
remember?
like there's more on it.
Yeah. You
Any
remember when they
renovation,
saw
the whole
the
building
AM
was
Douglas College or Mr. Connor? The Douglas College, or the scene where the more was on the building that the pin were fading away and you just got more on the building. It's almost the same thing. Like, I don't know. I guess what it is.
Oh God.
Man, what happened, man? Where have you all money, man? Your people there.
I don't know. You know what's going on, Anne? What's going on in the city?
Wow. Maybe, man. Maybe you're talking, we're not hearing you.
Maybe music.
Right here on Truth FM 96.1.
Yeah, Liberia.
So again, we're back. It was just so interesting with that photo, and I want that photo to display so that we can go maybe talk about, because a lot of our people who maybe care about the news, they were not really following some of the embarrassment, some of these things. But again, we're back after the news bulletin.
Yeah. So you want me to put the thing back and put it out? But
It's so disgraceful. Yeah.
So I put it back now by yourself. So I take about it out.
So indeed, so that's the should we say the headquarters for our money, because the Ministry of Finance. So for those of you who are now watching the SKTV page, we want you now to go straight on SKTV LRB and see for yourself the Ministry of Finance building. Or some of you already know what we are talking about. So the Ministry of Finance building has been placed on the SKTV page, and almost like where those locals were coming from a few times. I don't know how many of you that were watching some kind of video coming from Central Street.
So Amra Cornell.
Wow.
712. What the other guy name? The other guy, what do I want to bring back again?
Besson can finish.
No.
No. Sorry, it's not Besson. But
they got from local man. What do you mean?
Gafuan, right? Gafuan.
Gafuan. So
Gafuan, yeah, Gafuan. Yes.
Oh yes.
And they go international to go work there too. They can see the other building there.
But on
IMF people can go in building.
On Amra, I think Amra did some work where he was funded.
Amra the printer.
Yeah, the printer.
Yes, I think
But say that time now, then be reading them no more print.
And that building is like that building.
You know when Amra printer, you know the excuse they gave. They say the color that Amra used for the pin, it represents Guinea flag.
that red, green, and yellow.
Why you pin that way? With red and green.
No, red, green, and yellow.
and let me be frank, Sekou and that representative Mona and our rest of our followers and if those of you are listening to us via the radio, this is not only the Ministry of Finance building, even the ministerial complex, most of the government entity, including even the flags. We are in the flag of Liberia month. August 24 will be Flag Day. Go and see most of the flags that have been hanging to some of the areas. Even the police depot. Look, we are living in here. Let me be frank. I will say this to you on the radio. We are living in here on.
Let's go back to the line, because what happened.
Okay.
Let me reiterate what we were saying earlier before we can start taking calls.
Mm-hmm.
It is reported that Senator Nyomli Kanga Lawrence, Daros Dillon, and Prince Moyi, James Barney, they were all together, the core, the senator, the representative, the speaker of the house. They got any money that was set aside, $4 million, and $1 million supposed to be going to the speaker. The speaker said, but we got to have people there. We got to, no, I don't want to be part of that. Maybe the speaker didn't know that, when I put the people there on the speaker phone, like you sitting somewhere, you are a player, then you got your friend, you your wife sitting there, your friend don't know where you are. By the time your friend call you, you go put the phone on the speaker without telling your friend what's going on. They say, my man, the junior are waiting for you. Then you question and you will tell your guy, no. You will tell the guy, no, my man, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to be part of that. But if you are not part of it for sure, that means you're not going to be part of it. You expose them, you say, no, I don't want to be part of it. In fact, I'm going to report this to the plenary of the House of Representatives. Let's discuss this. This is complete financial scandal. We're not allow all of you guys to come here. We're elected to serve our people. We're not coming to serve ourselves. How come few of us going to be dishing out $4 million when people can't afford to go to school? No road, no electricity. Some people say they were born, they never sleep here in Liberia. They never experience air conditioning here. Hospital and there, no ambulances, no medicine in the hospital, in the clinic. Then when they get the ego, then when the government they get a subsidy again for them to furnish the hospital then with medication and stuff. They clean it and they own too. They see lawmakers, they see criminal people there. They will share the one there with their own clinic there just for campaign purposes. And then the referral hospitals, the one that the regular people go, nothing there. Even gloves will not be there. Then when you go there and they tell you to buy it. But the people who you elected to be there to defend you, to bring development to your country, they want you to be slave for them. They're allocating all the money for themselves, putting in their pocket so you can go and beg them. So tomorrow they say, but enemy don't do one for you. Enemy did one for you. Enemy did one enemy so that you can vote for them again and again and again and again to make you their slave. For your own money, steal your money, give you a crop of it, you eating their leftover. And the leftover you eating say no soup on it. They finish talking over it, they finish spit inside, they finish do all kind of things that they can't taste, they can't eat it. They're treating you like a dog, like an animal in your own country. But yet you're giving them the opportunity to do it because you're telling them say it's okay. So long you give me the crops, so long you give me transportation, me are okay. Take your $1 million. That's what you're telling them. So again, that's one thing. Another thing, Joseph Boga government, they initiated the budget, they sent it to the legislature. The legislature, and they say they finished put their own, they added for the $6 million to it. They said that the money they believe they're going to be able to generate. They gave it back to Joseph Boga. The Joseph Boga put it to the when they start moving from one money from one area to another area up to $20 million United States dollars with malicious intent to take the money back, to put it in their pocket. Now, the secret feeling leak now, the Boga people, they're fighting among themselves. Some people say that the finance ministry did it. Some of them say, no, not the finance ministry, that the foreign ministry that's going to put it in handbook, they did it. But then the reason why people are concerned, the reason why you can go to the people representative and the senator there, so they can be in the know as to how our money is going to be spent. So they can do some appropriation to make sure they are in line with the government or with the executive. That means when you finish, you send it to the president, it becomes a law. From then, nothing's supposed to change in terms of what was allotted to where. During the spending period now, if they found somewhere, that you got more money there than needed, you can move that one to areas that are a little bit underfunded. That one, then that one will reflect in their recash, budget. But you just finish it into the lawmaker then. They signing. They added their own money there. They say this is how much we expect to raise as a country. Then you go move $20 million. Then you start accusing each other as to who really moved the money. So we want to know who is telling the truth. Is it Joseph Boakai people then they're doing among themselves? Some of them even saying that the money that they move, they did it alongside with some lawmaker them. That tell them say you move the money from the other item to that other item, saying not coming back to all you gain, they're just selling. Then later on will go and collect the money. So who's telling the truth? That Joseph Boakai said change the figure, or that the Ministry of Finance, or that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs? Who's telling us the truth? What about the allegation that was levied against Senator Yomli, Kanga Lawrence, Delon, Moyi, and what the other guy named from Maryland, James Barney, that they were sharing $4 million among themselves when they call the speaker said he won't be part of it. Can the speaker deny it? Two of his colleagues accused him, and we ourselves too. We yesterday we went behind the scene to make sure whether that's true. We found out that true. The conversation happened. So who is telling the truth? Who is there in the best interest of Liberia? Open the line, give more.
Okay.
Let's hear from our people.
0881 14 35 04 07 76. Okay. Good evening.
Yeah, man. This is smooth. Run. Joseph Numa Boga need to be careful. President Boga need to be careful with Nyombli. Nyombli, as I'm looking at her, Nyombli was not even able to deliver Grand Bassa. But she looked at somebody who she is too curious about money business in the country. I'm looking at her in so many corrupt allegations. So President Boga need to be careful with her already.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, let me firstly appreciate you guys. I'm 120 picking color from Chigisu Factory.
Go ahead, Anto.
Yeah, so people are Seku, Mayborn, and President more. The fingering or increasing of our budget, I don't think you guys it in the be strange to you guys because you can remember the CPP document was fingered by Mr. Boakai in his corrupt rescue mission, man, and you guys know on the show. So it's not surprise of because Mr. Boakai is good at those things with his people. So I don't all the blame they say the finance building, Mr. Boakai never all these things that is going on with kind of corruption. So Mr. Boakai is corrupt people should be here responsible. We gotta look for people, we gotta host the house of the legislature. But we will make sure our Liberian people should close their eyes to join against Mr. Boakai, our protests that will come up. Because I'm a proud 1% man, because I know who is Mr. Kumis. I know how reputation he is, he works, and how he earns his money. Now, Mr. Boakai, who is corrupt in all his working career. So, President guys, please, man, they did not be screeched to you. Mr. Boakai always do their thing and sing our CPD document, damage our CPD because he want to see our president to corrupt and loot our country along with Jeremiah Kpankun. But 2029 will raise the Liberian people that will be able to damage it. Thank you again for having me down.
Thank you. 0881 14 35 0776 105 105. Who's telling the truth? Good evening.
Good evening.
Nina calling from where?
Yeah, there is the police set up.
Who?
You know, you people should not mind Mr. Boakai. Mr. Boakai already destroyed what working career he does not have anything to do. Nothing else. Nobody can even think of Mr. Boakai. Nothing you have to show in the country.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Good evening.
Hello, this is SKTV.
Yeah, SKTV.
Okay,
Go ahead, Christopher. Please be audible.
Yeah, Christopher, actually, approaching Sugar.
People should be careful. Mr. Baka is the president I left court. Any morning that you got to be sick. So the president I left court today. So all I think the man people doing the man in know of this. So people will not be excluding him for that. They say, oh, Mr. President, be careful. That's what Mr. President, be careful. That's what. The president is the president I left.
He left court.
The president will make it in your court. You may not get no problem with it.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening.
Name and calling from where?
My name is Charles B. Howard Jr. and I do join the conversation from Cannonsville Supermarket.
Go ahead, Charles. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. First, let me just make some clarification because this one Saturday, the caller called and was asking that what Mr. Kumi have done for the people. So I just want to call and tell the audience what Mr. Kumi have done over the past years. The first one is Mr. Kumi when
no, today we are asking, right?
Yeah, man.
The truth.
We're not talking about community.
Who's telling the truth in our community? We're asking.
Money, coming in power. Coming not going to do with the money business. We don't want
to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
So, Mona, right after two calls, we'll bring Chamayato in. So
okay.
Yeah.
Name and calling from where? Hello. Okay.
Yeah, this is SKDC.
Yeah, this is SKTV.
All right. Good evening to all of the panelists. My name is Eto. I call from the Mangma Bell around a highway.
Go ahead.
I just want to say something concerning our leaders, what the past, present, all of them. You know, we have been having people who are not sincere to their own people. Can you imagine, my dear brother, people suffering, things are tough, things are hard. But people are not thinking how they can formulate ideas to bring growth and development and bring change in their country. But they have too much idea to steal.
Still, yeah.
You're talking about millions of dollars. You're not talking about $100 here. You're not talking about $50. You're talking about millions of dollars that can do something that can impact even one country, that can even impact one sector. But people care less of that, just to enrich themselves, so that people can walk to their houses and sit before their face, for their maybe offices, and asking them for peanuts. Sometimes when they pay $10, $20, they pay away. That means you are good. That's how you can be good to your people. We need to stand out, and we actually need to pray for our country. Our leaders are very, 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 very disrespectful to their citizens through corruption.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, my dear brother. I will always follow you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening. I think they're going to go back to you.
Yeah.
Good evening. I'm calling from where?
Yeah, thank you. Then you mean Yankwa Johnson, Johnny, even Chikisu Factory Golf Community.
Let's hear you, Yankwa.
Yeah, thank you, my sister. This evening I want to speak to the education sector. I want to appeal to the education minister to introduce service by instruction can know exactly what can know exactly about their country. Because service teach you how to about your country, about your constitution. But I don't know why they get service from school. And we did school from we did service from elementary. And now we're not seeing it, our children are not doing it. So we want to ask the government to introduce service by into the school.
Okay.
That's my only talking point this evening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kane.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Muna. We'll go back to the callers. So let them not worry. We'll go back to them. But let's get Jamiyato into the conversation here. Jamiyato, welcome.
Okay.
So, like, from the start of the show, we announced our people. We've been slacking, we've been very, very, very slow in terms of catching up with our responsibility. Now, our problem keep piling up every day. Now we're supposed to raise about $1,500. Before Chairman Yato comes in, we had somebody that sent $20, but the person they didn't tell us we should call their name. The last name is Johnson. Dana Mabon. When I say Johnson, Dana Mabon. So the person is in the United States here. So that person said, "Oh, $20 out of 100, out of $1,500. Well, $20. Okay, how much we got left? We still have about $1,480 to go. So let's hear from Chairman Yato, and then we can take it from there. Mr. Chairman, how you doing? Welcome.
Yes, Sego, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Uh, I was very surprised last night when I saw the inauguration in Rwanda.
Okay.
And I said, that is what a great leadership would do. When in 30 years, see, Liberia, between George Weah and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, we have almost as much time, 18 years. And every category from education, from health, from infrastructure, Rwanda ranks among the top 10 in Africa and in some cases in the world. And when you have a leader that have a clear vision, it is very, very simple to see it. Come on, it doesn't take you 6 years to prove that you can do the job, especially when you come on the heels of you being the most experienced.
Mm-hmm.
You say, I hired a man to drive my truck, not knowing that he can get driver. And you put him there. Then when he started driving, they say, "Oh, my man, I just give me 2 weeks, man, I will learn it." Oh man, you said you were the best. You said I would hit the ground running. Well, I've always believed, and I think that's the success I've had in the community, is that for those of us who want to be leaders, we got to be able to sacrifice. So, Sego, I was very happy that you sent me the information on the SKTV and you wanted me to put together a budget. And that's why I'm here today to speak. Because it looks like that saying that monkey walk baboon draw.
Yeah.
We as a people, we are not used to supporting what is right for us. If we are in the diaspora and we can support SKTV, how do you think that the guy in Riverside or in Sano County will be able to support SKTV? When we have all the food we can eat, as hard as times are in this country, we have the privilege of being on the other side of true life. So I look at the analysis that's about simple. Why are you putting yourself through this pain? You will need roughly, just to operate 5 days out of the week, you will need roughly about $2,500. And when I look at your books, I was ashamed that you are right now in the hole by $1,500.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I've always said that he who buy the bullet of the hunter will always have the leg of the deer. People call me several times and say stuff about Dylan campaign. I say, you know what? You know what, Dylan myself, we have nothing crumbs on radio because Dylan knew of the sacrifices that we made to bring him to where he is today. I have a right to criticize Dylan because that light was created. It was a Jago lantern and it became flashlight, then it became Chinese light. So when people like us say Dylan is wrong, we can say Dylan is wrong because we contributed. When you contribute to something, so simple. I don't know, I gotta talk to your wife because you can't operate this operation here in this negative. And people will just sit there and not want to support you. But I've always believed though that leaders must be there. I believe in SKTV that there must be a balanced information. And the last time I came on the air, I said to you, I'll pledge $100 per month, but I would have put that up. I've already paid $50 of $100. Your budget is now calling for right now. The way I look at a budget, if you don't pay that $1,500, I don't think you'll be able to run from now to the end of the week. Actually, about Wednesday. So today, I just sent you $200. I
Yes,
will
now?
I will pledge. Not only pledge, I fulfill my pledge. I've sent you $200 plus the $50. That's $250 towards the $1,500 because we can't say that we'll support SKTV and we allow SKTV not to operate. The competition, it is not fair to you to be here 7 days a week, away from your work, away from your family, and you are not able to operate. So right now we have over 200 persons who are watching. Forget about Liberia. Let's say the diaspora. We need to raise our $1,500 today, and if we don't, then it shouldn't be on the air. Let everybody go and get information somewhere else.
Mr. Chairman, let me not to cut you off. I want to say thank you. We appreciate you. I just yeah, I saw it coming on Zelle. Thank you so much. So plus $20 that person sent. So at least we're getting somewhere, even though we are far away. But at least somebody, giving 200 out of 15. I mean, that's 13, and then we have $1,280 to go. So thank you so much, Yato. I don't want to cut you off. I just want to appreciate you, and I hope other people will follow suit. It's important. Sometimes, like back a few years ago, I used to actually do the show at my own volition, not care about what time to come on, what day to come on. But people say consistency matter. The more consistent we become, the more impact we will have on the country. And we have seen the impact, and we continue to see it on a daily basis. And now having us on 3 radio stations, that one is even adding more value to what we are doing, and we are having a greater impact on the people. So if we actually want to do this, we have to all collectively play our part. And what you just did, um, we are grateful. Want to say thank you, and we hope other people will actually also follow. All right. As I was talking, somebody also sent $50. So
That
from
is
yeah, from 1280, I don't know if the person will allow me to call the name. The first name is John. That one of our usual supporter. The first name is John. He sent $50, and that is if we manage that from 1280, now we got 1230 to go. So I just wanted to announce that.
let me just add the perspective. You were the only person that brought about this referendum. We as Liberians are very good at supporting causes, and then we don't follow up on it. Since you stopped, nobody has talked about it, and we know that referendum will not pass. If you were to withdraw, the dual citizenship. I've been around ULA for as long as 35 years, and it never went anywhere until we actually took up the mental to draft the bill ourselves and submitted that bill to Akaras Gray, to Funati Kofa and DeLong. We saw that they changed the words, but we raised the money ourselves, and we're not many, but we're committed to making a difference in the dual citizenship. If you talk about referendum where we must reduce the term of our presidency and the legislature, and we can only do that when the folks in the diaspora, but you can't do that without proper information. Most of the petitions, the only petition that passed was the 2011 on the absolute majority. Okay, and it passed Kroji way said it ain't passed the right way. They had to go to court for the Supreme Court to define who is actually a voter. Is invalid vote a vote? Because the Elections Commission said an invalid vote was counted, and the Supreme Court said no. If you vote invalid, then as if you never voted. So the 2/3 came from the actual votes that were cast and validated. If we want to change, we are saying we need a back end. We need to go to the people in Grand Gita, we need to go to the people in Sando, and we need to tell them the importance of reducing that term. I just did the numbers. You will save almost $200 million over a 5-year period when you reduce the term of the president from six from six to from 6 to 4, the House from 6 to 4, and the Senate from 9 to 5 years. $200 million can build the road from Buchanan all the way past Sano. Like just in 5 years old, the average senator Dillon would have made over $1.5 million in benefits and in the salary, not in crocodile, for the 9 year. One senator would have made $1.5 million, and the average police officer makes $150 to $200 per month. It would take him.
What?
Yes, but the average police officer makes $200 a month, 150 if he's lucky to take home.
I mean, the police are not getting paid. I see why they are corrupt.
But why wouldn't they be corrupt?
They're not. I mean, they're not getting paid.
The average worker that works in the hotel makes $75. Can you imagine the take-home pay of a senator is $8,300 divided by $150? That's 55 police officers for 1 month. Yeah. 1 month. So our people need education, because when you're struggling in the interior, oh man, you're not worried about what they're doing in Monrovia. And the importance of SKTV is to give the facts. We are not here. It is not your job. The government of Liberia has in the Ministry of Information, they have more than 5 or 6 spokespersons. Then the president's office got more than 5 or 6 people. Then Mike Dabatete in their office, they got 4 or 5 people. It is not your job to point out to them what they're doing right. They made those promises. I wanted to be senator for a reason, because I believe that not only do I know the issues, not only do I have a commitment, I wanted to be because it takes somebody who understands the situation. That when you're making $8,300, that's about your 1 month take home is almost 6 years salary for a police officer. And you want me to believe that is not enough? The other day you had the representative district number 2, and I was just flabbergasted and just confused. This guy is talking about he haven't read the budget, doesn't understand the budget, but he's telling me that he needs $100,000 for constituency support. Oh man, if you got $700 million, you can't do nothing. What $100,000 would do? To build roads? You know what road mean? Go to see Boaka today. Nothing but mud on his. He can spend the night in River, says he has to run back to come back, and he'll be lucky to come back. I'm saying to you, if we say we want to make a difference for the diaspora, we must be able to put in something. You can't sit there and not be able to put in a dime. I'm asking folks, we got to raise that $1,500 today. Okay, we are now down to $300, or give or take. If we can raise at least half or more of that today, and by the end of this week, then I think we can give voices to SKTV to be better messenger for us. Because I can analyze a situation like Monk. I throw ideas at Monk. Monk has a way of putting it there. I'm a man of vision, but sometimes I gotta find somebody who's smarter than me in terms of articulating the vision. But Monk can be there, but we gotta be behind the scene, circle. I'm challenging those of you, and before I land, Samuel Jackson and myself were talking. He was talking about this money about Liberians should 10,000 Liberians should donate 1,000 for their own bank. I said, Sam, you're making a mistake. Why would I give money to a set of a bank? The bank that's filling out, the primary reason for IB band filling is when government officials borrow money from the bank and don't pay back. Let them release that debt, that default rate, and see who's name on that list that took money from the bank and then gave it back. And then you will see whether Liberia is ready to be rescued. And I would like my boy Martin Colley, and he was complaining about. I said, Martin, you're a young man. You haven't lived to experience. You can't support somebody you can vouch for. Joseph Walker has been in office for more than 40 years. Show me what he's done in his personal or his professional life that have made a difference. Can anybody come from when he was Minister of Agriculture and say, it's because of Joseph Walker now I'm in Riverside and my farm is there? Ask him, he's been a farmer. On his declaration of income, did he say how much he made from that farm? If the president can make money from a farm, why would I be a farmer? Yeah. I'm saying to you that there must be a balance, and SKTV provides that balance. And I'm challenging folks today. I beg you guys, throw in your $5. We got to raise that 1,500, all that stuff. And if they don't do it, Sekou, you got to step back, because the greatest hurt that a man, and Bacchus Murphy said at one time, he said, Liberians are not worth dying for. Because the more you try to kill yourself for them, the more they will actually provide a knife for people to kill you. Okay? There you hear now, you take their family resources to support, and you're taking time every single day. It's like people are sick when they don't see Sekou come on.
Yeah.
What's the balanced news? You're between Fox and CNN. So you, the MSNBC, that will come there. Let's get small little balanced information. So I'm asking people, we are a long way. I don't know. Look at the stuff now. If it's not the case, then we get close down the show, because people got to put the $5, $10 in. So let's see where we are.
We stay at the two people plus you, the $20 person, and then the $50 plus that $200. So we have $270. So we a long way to go. We have about 200, 1230 to go.
But so, you see why? You see why folks will say that how you expect change in a country when you yourself can't sacrifice.
Yeah. So Chairman, let's hear from Mong. Maybe Mong has something to say. Mong has been very instrumental, Say Mong started receiving calls. Say Mong was exposed to, to the process in Africa. Mong say there is what Sekou going through. Sekou take my number from there. I'll just help to raise the phone. But let me not be part of what you go through. So Mong, let's hear from you. What do you have to say?
Well, I think the chairman said it all from the time since I came on the show. I made one thing explicit. I saw SKTV as a conduit to do a lot of great things. For the fact that we are on the radio station throughout the entire country, it presents the perfect platform for all to undertake some great project initiative if we must move this country forward. And I keep telling, I said, the reason, look, I know Liberian people and how they operate. The reason sometimes we struggle with financing and operational expense because we choose not to take a side. Yeah. I bet you if we were to choose a side between Unity Party and CDC, we will not run out of money. If this show was about sensationalism and gossip, we will risk thousands of dollars within hours on the show. But I know our people. There will be few people that will contribute. They will go beyond the call of duty to make sure that SKTV is up to date. But I know in terms of number, they are not there if we're doing the opposite, if we're doing the other way around. And Chairman Yato said it best. If we cannot get SKTV going on a continuous basis, because everything is about consistency. Yeah, okay, they got some people who listen to SKTV. Like I told you one time, we were late by 30 minutes, and within 5 minutes, no more calls. I guys say, if this is how you guys going to operate, I will not be part of the show because I don't think I have the patience for this. Maybe Sekou and Steve might, but I don't think I can do this. But every time, no matter where my location, when things are tough, you know where I've been through for the past 6 to 7 months from a medical standpoint, but I still used to try to come on the show because I know I got to help to push the SKTV agenda and getting the people the rest message that is unfiltered and unbiased. We're not taking side here. But I will say it again. The model that SKTV choose to champion. It's a very tough model, and our people, they don't subscribe to this kind of a model. Few of them will subscribe, but in terms of number, but the idea is about getting to the regular folks. People don't have internet in Liberia. A lot of people don't have internet connection, but the radio is the most powerful tool, I believe, in my lifetime, because even the old man in the village, he got a little small radio, he can charge a battery and listen to SKTV. So I believe if we can get SKTV going with on all the radio stations throughout the entire country, then you can make progress. Then you can get a message across. So if people will not be committed, and I don't like the idea of exhausting one group of contributors, like one person giving 100 yet today. No, just make it simple. $20. I think we said it, we make it very easy. On a Friday, if we can get anything above 30 to 35 people, which will amount to at least $600-700, you can operate for an entire month, because at 4 weeks a month, we do it on Friday. And usually when we don't meet our benchmark on Friday, we'll come on Saturday to make sure we can get that particular or target hit. But we must do it consistently to have an impact. If we can, then all this dream about reducing lawmaker term or the presidential term or petition politics or doing the, then you cannot achieve that, because how can you get a momentum going when you cannot even support the very program that you believe in? So the chairman couldn't have said it any better, but this is what I'm going to see. If you believe in the SKTV, we want a diverse group of contributors, not few people going beyond the core of duty every time to send 150 yet. No, just $20 rotationally, and nobody going to feed this thing. The breading is very less if you decide to carry in the very simple manner. That's how I see it. But the chairman hit it dead on, and he's right.
So just to update, somebody else sent up $50, and somebody asked whether we have electronic transfer. I don't know what I mean, because all of these things we do, Cash App, Zelle, are all electronic transfer.
I know, right?
Unless you're talking about wire transfer.
Wire transfer, yeah, then a whole different thing.
And then all that one is a different ballgame. We also, the same account that we have Zelle on, we have wire transfer. You can do wire transfer. You can also do what they call TCH, transfer. So whatever, you can do, as long as you have a regular bank account. And the good thing, we have bank account in SKTV's name, because we are a registered organization in the United States. So yes, we do have, I don't know which type of electronic transfer you are referring to, but let me know. Let us know if it's electronic transfer by means of wire transfer, then definitely we can send you the information, then you can contribute that way. And if you are in Liberia, or you are somewhere that you can do, Cash App, Zelle, or much money, Grand or Western Union, you want to do like a mobile, what do you call it, mobile money, that's what you want to do, then Maybon is there to receive it on our behalf. Money doesn't have to come to me directly. So long we receive the money, we go to Maybon, it go to me, it go to anybody, we would still receive it. You use it for the internet purpose. So yes, this person, the name is City Geeks. If that was your question, I hope I answered your question. You can inbox me or inbox SKTV with whatever information that you need. We will make sure we make it available to you. So, Chairman, you couldn't have put it better, but it's hard to really take a step back. For every time I try to do that, even my guys in Liberia, they don't say Melbourne can get a lot of heat from our audience. We be calling, well, you guys are not on. What happened? They don't know what's going on. Liberia, but they care. They used to the platform now. So if we're not on, they can get concerned. We got more followers on the radio than anywhere else, more than any other platform. That's a fact. So, and that's how our messages are resonating with our people back home. Yeah, so Chairman, I will give you a chance. Maybe you want to close the change. I think you are work. So with that $50 that the person sent, that will put us at 320. So which means we are about $1,180 left.
So what we need to do And I've always believed that we need to pick up the phone and call. Librarians like to be reminded, but we have to understand that this cause, librarians like a child that you have, and the child is a sick child, but you can't throw that child away. You can't say, let me kill the child because the child is sick.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor may say that this child will not live, but I hope you have. And I think that's what we've been living on for the last 177 years is the hope.
Yep.
But like there was a child that was born malnourished, premature. Liberia was born in 18. I told Monk, I said, Monk, do you know that Chief Bob Gray came from my village area? Bob Gray had about 6,000 warriors that fought from Riverside all the way to Mamba Point. But when the elections was called in 1847, J.J. Rowden invited only 280 people. And they forgot to know that Bob Gray was a human being. And the whole Bassa territory had only 9% from Buchanan that came. And we want to believe that Liberia was a nation founded on principles. No, it was never founded. Liberia is a premature child that was born. It was an experiment. I was laughing at somebody this morning. I said, Liberia founding was a group of guys, James Monroe, then they sat down in 1816, 1815 in their smoke room in Washington, D.C. and said, well, let's bet. Eddie Murphy has a show that trading places. Let's bet and see whether these black folk can go and govern themselves. That's exactly how the mindset of the ACL was formed in 1816. When they sat down, they said, well, let's just send them to Africa and see where they can live by themselves. And Liberia was an experiment that went bad. But that child, we have a hope that one day that child will be cancer free. And that is a hope that people like us will never give up. We struggle to make Liberia better. We give all we have. But in the end, we have the hope that only God, at this point, only God can save us. Because the way we're going, when we had 20 people on the ballot, and the two worst people, that's what we voted for. You came Mama, you came Pa. And people will come on here and say, Cummings, in America, 1%. Do you think Cummings have problem finding food to his house? You go to Cummings' house, you see 24-hour light there, though, when there's no light around him. So are you saying that you're punishing Cummings or you're punishing yourself by putting bad governance? When you know that you try something and the thing doesn't work, try something else. But the tone got to be set from the diaspora. All the changes in Liberia that happened since 1974 has come from the diaspora because we are the keeper of the hope and aspirations of our people. The little money we make, we share with our people. Liberians give more money than the people that are on the ground. When they take pay on Friday, they try to find a way to divide the money among all the friends, relatives. People are sick. People no school fees. Do you know when I saw the president today with an SUV line up to go to Riverside? And I said, how many people have a chance to drive the SUV? Right now, to go to Riverside, you need a motorcycle to get there. It will take you more than 6 hours to come from Buchanan to Sesto City. If you got a brand new car like the president had, how many people in their lifetime will be doing? But those are the same people that say you keep my mind, you keep my Pa. But we understand the reason why they do that because they don't have the information at their fingertip. So we're challenging the diaspora. We need to raise $1,500. We got to pick up the phone after the show to call our friends and say, look, you are not on the show today, but we're asking you to put your $25 in. And I think we formed that circle. And yes, it would take the same people over and over. And Liberians are people who they got what they call the train mentality. They gotta see the train. You gotta put the train on the track. You gotta push it. Let it be rolling down before they jump on it. You say, yeah, that train for true. They can just see the train packed. So I think when this train is going, and when SKT lead the effort to pass that referendum, but we gotta organize ourselves from now. So civil. I want to say after work, I will go and start making some phone calls to challenge some people. so that at least at minimum we can do half of that today, and then hopefully by tomorrow we can get the rest. No later than Wednesday, because your books are not good.
I know.
And if you don't fix those books, oh man, I don't think things will be better for everybody else. Then I get to your wife to buy you for this TV show. Yeah.
Don't even be the other one though. Other than that, she'll be very happy. She'll call you just now. Even the children, they can be like, when the show time comes, nobody can talk in the house. Like,
They want that remote control go high. Their computer plug go. Okay.
because the thing is, before I moved to the other house, the place I used to live before, I used to have the studio right in the living room. So visitor can come out time when the show is on, but they won't buy, see that movie and I'm upstairs. I'm outside, you can be doing everything in there, but one of you can tell them you're going in your room and watch your TV. No noise. Because no matter what you do, but the show, it takes away from everybody, to be honest. The 2-3 hours you're going to spend here, it takes away from work, from family. Like, I was talking last time for Melbourne, Muna, and all our guys, our people in Liberia, doing this 7 days a week is a lot, you know. But again, it is what it is, Chairman. We really appreciate you. So the person who said he sent money 10 minutes ago, yeah, we saw that was $20. I will add that to the number. So we were at at 300. Let me see. I think somebody else sent something. Let me see real quick. Yeah. So Chairman, that person that sent the first $20. After that person, we get another $25 and another $50. So we have $95 here plus $95 plus $50. That's 145. Yeah, $95 plus $50, that's 145, and then plus $200. So that means we are at $345 now. So the last time I checked, we were at 270. So now we're 345. So we're getting there. 345 minus 15. Then we are 345 minus 15. Okay, 345. So that means we have $1,155. Is that correct? Yeah, $1,155 short. So yeah, we are getting there little by little. So somebody say, you guys supposed to be doing this on a monthly, on a weekly basis, instead of about $500 to $600. That's exactly what Monk said when the people came out to say, okay, you know what, for SKTV operation, let's not be doing fundraiser every day. Let's do it every Friday, every weekend. So Monk said, okay, since we can do that, let's do like at least $20 or per person. If you don't, you don't have to be the same people every week, but let's have 20 people or 30 people or 40 people donating each week. That way we will not be short in terms of operation. But Sunday we can come here at 7 people, can donate, so on 5 people, so on 2 people on weekend. So the person who say every $500, that's the same thing Mom talk about that we should do. Mom been doing that. Mom been telling people.
It was the easiest formula ever.
Mom said 30 or 40. Sometimes we say 30 or 40.
Yeah,
Let
we're
30
not
people
rich.
get 40 or let 20 people get this. But we can even have some weeks they have already hit 10 people. Let me take this call. I'll go to Mom. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, okay. I told you what the ticket was.
Opposition from Seattle. I just sent you $50 on there. I want to confirm it if you receive it on this number.
What is your name?
Favor from Seattle.
Which number? The number you just called?
Yeah, the number I'm calling now. That one I send it. I send $50. Simple comment.
Is that Zelle or Cash App?
Zelle.
Hold on.
Tell me it went through. That one I just want to confirm.
Hold on. Let me make sure because that number where you calling, I don't think that number gets Zelle though. That number got Cash App, but the other one that the other one that got both Cash App and Zelle.
It went through, my man. I the number. Ask you a question. You confirm that number to me.
Okay, hold on. Is it? Oh, okay. Hold on. No, let me make sure. Let me make sure.
The name is Amos Booty.
Let me make sure, brother. This. Okay, yes, it came through. You know, people don't send normally send money to this one, the other number. Yeah, that's my direct number. Oh, so you got my direct number? that one. Okay, no problem, brother. Thank you for letting me know. I'm not even going to check this one because I don't even know whether somebody can send money there. Yeah, so it came through. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah. All right, so that means we got $1,105 left because it was 1155. They got just sent 50, so we got $1,105 left. Chairman Yato, you stay there?
Oh yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you to him. It is important that we support the causes that we believe in. 2029 will set the tone for Liberia for the next 50 years. If we don't inject ourselves, I've always believed that as Liberians, we must be able to carve for ourselves the future that we want to see our children inherit. I think I'm a better person when I fight for causes than when the commitment is not there. So very few people have a commitment, and I was telling my other day, I said, I'm a better campaigner than I'm a better than a candidate.
Yeah.
Because not many people have the commitment level that I have. From building the first Liberian community center in the U.S., people don't realize the time it takes to call people. By the way, I ran the first Liberian newspaper in the U.S., Liberian Times, with Emmanuel Freeman and Peabody and Kit Colley. And I know just to produce that in 1990 was war, because they were the writers and I was the guy who tried to find the money. And they didn't realize that finding money was more important than writing. So when I left the paper, and after one publication, it went down because they were more focused on what the bylines are going to be like on the front page instead of saying the business. So we need to treat this as a business. And since we can't find people in Liberia to buy advertising, I think the people in the U.S. got to start buying advertising. You got to do it. When you put together a plan for stuff, you got to anticipate how you'll run it. You know, I can remember in 2018, January to be precise, Ashford Galley came to me and said, look, I'm trying to start a radio station. I don't have any clue. Can you write a plan for me? And
can we hear from Mr. Mawolo? He's on the line before you leave. Maybe you have something to say.
Is Mawolo coming with a bullet or he coming with a pen? Which one he coming with?
Mr. John Mawolo. Are you doing
so? John, you coming with a bullet or you coming with a pen? Because when that deer come to the village, we want nobody.
The man already do it. I called the first name to you. The first person that sent the 50, I said the person named John. I didn't know whether you want me to announce the full name.
There you go. Then John, bring a pen out. You can come.
That was in the person.
Good afternoon, guys. Listen, you see, this is some of the reason why our country find it difficult, for lack of a better word, to go forward. We're not patriotic. We're not focused. We talk a big deal, but when it's time to show up, everybody is standing waiting for the other person to go first. There was something I wanted to correct yesterday, Sibu. But I didn't have the chance.
Okay.
This lie that people carry around, that the president cannot be persecute him for anything he does in the office is a lie. The wordings of the Constitution didn't say that. It said anything in line with his work. The president calling the National Bank governor to bring money is not part of his work. He's not supposed to be calling the National Bank governor. Besides to give a report on the state of the monetary state of the nation. He's not supposed to be calling the finance minister to bring him money or to discuss the fiscal condition of the country. If he does that, it's a crime and he can be persecuted. We need to read our Constitution. We got to understand the English language. They didn't say anything. They said in line with. So they were specific in line with his work. If he went and signed a bar contract on behalf of the government and the thing went bad, you can't do anything to him for that. But when he called the National Bank governor to bring 40 million and they bring it, the governor and the president got to be persecuted. Because that's why he has a tender position to say, Mr. President, I'm sorry, with all due respect, I am not going to release this amount. You see? And so this is why I say, we got something that we believe in. We want our country to be better, we all say. But when it comes to helping to do what it takes to make our country better, everybody sit down. But we'll go to the bar this weekend and drink $100 and then $500. But when it comes to a cause, we refuse to do what we got to do, but we're the first to criticize when it goes back. So, Sekou, I want to say thank you to you guys for all the hard work.
Thank you, sir.
Even excuse me, whose son was not well.
Yeah. The man will be in the hospital and be on the show, you know?
That's emotion.
Yeah.
And I wish all of us could find in our hearts to be that devoted to something. He believes in it. It burns in him. Like we pretend all to be burning. But yet, when it comes time to doing what it takes to let it happen, we stand by and waiting for everybody else to do it, but not us. So guys, thank you. I hope you can continue. But I think Sekou, thank God you got Chairman Yadu there to help. But they got all kind of means to get help for these kind of endeavors. And I think you need to make the maximum use of getting every kind of help to make this dream come to a reality.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, as always, Mr. Mawolo. Yes, so Chairman Yato, just a quick update. Yes, so while Mr. Mawolo was on, another person done it that so this person Nelly also donated. I don't know, like a lot of people can call me when they send money, they will say no name, one anonymous. So that I don't let the call. But me, you and me, the way I used to do here before, you send money, I call your phone name and say thank you to you. They appreciate you. So other people can also know that, you have done this. But some people, came out to say, well, you can be on the radio. I don't want to be telling people when they hear my name, I tell them I ain't got money. I want to go SKT. When I send your money, they say, oh, but you say you ain't got money, but you say you didn't want to SKT. Some of them too, for political reason, they don't want to be actually named. But anybody that would donate to SKTV and you don't put any, any comment as to want to remain anonymous, will definitely call your name. At least if it's not a full name, we'll call your first name or sometimes last name. Yeah, so the last person that sent money was the person, the name it came from, I think it's a business. It came from under African Palace. I think I'm not going to call the full name, but African Palace, that person sent $50. So that would take us to, we were $1,105 left, so $50. That means we have $55. right? Yeah, $55, $1,055. So we were $1,155 short. So minus $50, no, $1,105 minus $50. You're gonna make my math can be like I don't know, perfect math. I don't know, I don't perfect math yet. Yeah, so $105 minus
You that 98.24%.
perfect with percentage. Yeah, so $105 minus $50. So that means you got $1,055 left. Yeah, so yeah, Chairman, you can close. We'll go to Monk and then Muna will close. Then we'll call it a day. Hopefully, our people will follow.
Well, I want to say thank you, Sekou, for the sacrifice.
Thank you.
To be a public servant in Liberia, a good one is an absolute sacrifice. And if good people walk away, the evil people will always thrive in chaos. So we will have to make some more phone calls this today to hit our goal. Those of our friends who have not attended today's program, we will need to remind them of their obligation, because when a weak, the strong somebody must be able to lift them by their hands. And everybody, my father used to say, every finger is not equal, so everybody can give separately according to their income. But it's very important that we give to show that we are committed, because when you put something in a pot, it's much more easier to tell the cook how to dish that food out. But if you got nothing in the pot, oh man, whatever they give you, you just take it. We can't say SKTV should do this or do that. Well, we haven't put nothing in the pot. The Liberian have done their share. They've tuned in to the radios. Our folks in Grand Gita, our folks in with Melbourne, they've sacrificed. It is time for the diaspora to show up. They got the free data, but our people need this SKTV because they need the balance, they need the facts. There's no beating around the bush. So we are still short $1,000 to hit our goal. We want people to call, and at least from now to tomorrow, to at least hit that 1,500 goal no later than Wednesday. So I just want to thank you for the sacrifice, and I know the sacrifice that uh, Monk has done the last 6 months to a year. I want to say thank you to Mona and to Melbourne. And this show has become the people's show. So,
Yeah.
Sekou, we will continue on after the show ends to see whether we can reach our goal today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. On that note, we'll go to Muna. Muna, let's hear from you. Then Brazilian Mo will take us home.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let me say thanks to our listeners, followers, supporters. Please, yeah, please keep supporting SKTV to always be here to give you guys the information you need to know. Not just information, right, but factual information. Until then, Muna Lagi, goodbye.
Oh, thank you. That was short and sweet. Brazilian Monk.
Yeah,
I'm maybe still available to say something.
yeah.
Then you go ahead and take us home.
Yeah. Melbourne is available, right?
I'm not sure because
Um,
maybe
yeah, I got one of my
maybe facing things behind the scenes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not available right now.
Yeah.
I got one of my senior brother from Minnesota that always follow the SKTV. He said that African pilots that came from Jeru and BA from the Twin City.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know exactly who's that. So
Yeah.
you
Thank you
want
so
to keep
much.
it personal, but he just wanted to make sure that they name. But yes, Sekou, that's it, man. I will keep saying it over 1,000 times. I said we came to SKTV for a reason. It's a bigger cost. SKTV for us in the diaspora is not just a regular media platform. We're looking at bigger things, bigger and better things. And we couldn't have gotten any platform that would make that message to resonate, especially when you have the leverage of being on all the radio stations throughout the entire country. Like, what can you ask for in terms of messaging? And that's the most we can do here. We give the people the information. It's up to them to decide what they can do with the information we provide. That's why we don't play too much politics there. We give it to them just as it should be. We don't follow the trending news. We follow the most important news, the one that is that the people would need to hear, not what they want to hear. And like I said, our business model here is what somebody said. Before the election, we were targeting. I used to keep track of the numbers. You know, I like numbers. We were targeting anywhere between 12 to 11, 1,200 on a daily basis. The moment they got to know that we were in the middle, they were like, no, this is not where we need to be. And then the viewership on the social media, on the Facebook, it reduced to like half. So now we targeting anywhere between 450 to 500 on a give and take basis. But like I said, we decided to take the middle ground, and our people, they believe in picking a side. So anytime when it comes to fundraiser, it will be a very tough thing. We got to keep calling on our regular contributor to show up, and some people who got the open-minded behavior. And when Mona came on the show too, I was very happy. I said, you know what, it's all guys. At least we got a lady here that would change the narrative, you know, because women think different from us. So she would bring a whole different perspective. But once again, to the entire team, we would say things. I don't know how Milburn can do it to be here, get a new baby, just got married, and somehow he found the time to be here almost every day. So I give you guys credit for that. And we will keep pushing. We will not give up. I mean, I don't say the country was born as a malnourished child, but we'll find the nutrition for that baby one way or another. And I believe SKT will have a major say in that particular outcome. So we will try our best to be as much as possible. Thanks again.
Definitely. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate those of you who had the opportunity today to share with us. We appreciate it. If you don't have it today, tomorrow is another day, and the days to come. We appreciate. We are always here. We're always going to be here. We'll never get tired. We'll do our best. We can only, do so much. We can only operate within our means,
Second, 1 second. I just want to ask a question before the audience leave for the day. So there's this target of the 1,500. It will be inclusive of our Friday contribution for this entire week, right? Or
yeah, if we can get it by tomorrow, that would be good. But if we can't get it by tomorrow, at least before Friday. But
yeah, no, I'm just saying if the Friday contribution will be part of it as well.
Yes.
All right.
Thanks
for the clarification.
Definitely. Even those that can be able to donate to us, between now and tomorrow, if they can't get nothing on Friday, that would be better, so that we can get it taken care of.
We can get okay, yeah. So there's an emergency technically. All right, man. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, my man. Thank you, Mona. Thank you.
Tomorrow.
Thank you,
tomorrow, see you guys.
Thank you, everybody. We really, really appreciate
Thank you, Chairman Yato. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Yeah, Mona, thank you.
Yeah.
My people, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. You have a good night.